Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. Saucy. James Charles is absolutely loving the drama at the moment, or karma should I say. Jeffree star and Shane Dawson, who ganged up on him and made his life miserable, are finally facing the consequences of their own actions. Jeffree star falsely accused James of being a creep amongst many other things, and he pretty much destroyed James's career alongside Tati Westbrook until the truth came out. Well, now that Jeffree and Shane are getting cancelled for more and more things, James Charles is sitting back with his popcorn and enjoying every waking minute. Now, James is quite well known for ignoring the drama and not getting involved anymore after he almost lost his career. When that happened, he pretty much vowed to never involve himself in drama ever again. Well, that was until the other day when he tweeted, "It's so liberating when people finally start to see what you've been seeing all along." A fan had responded, "It's even more amazing when everyone collectively agrees that what we're witnessing is wrong and should no longer be tolerated or swept under the rug." 100%. Saucy. Very liberating indeed. However, people are still trying to jump on the "let's expose James for doing nothing so we can get clout" trend. And unfortunately, it's backfiring for a lot of people, including this TikToker whose name is Hussein Baidoon, who alleged in a series of TikTok videos that James allegedly tried to push him into a sexual relationship and sent him a note.
"I'm never the type to expose anyone, but this man right here really got me heated." So as you can see, James Charles commented on one of my videos back in August. Then right after, he adds me on Snap, but notice he didn't follow my Instagram or TikTok. So at this point, I'm just shocked. I'm going insane. Like, I see this guy everywhere, and for him to add me, that's just crazy. So we texted for a couple days, but it was more of like, "Hey, what you doing? How you doing?" And we ended up getting the yellow heart within just 3 days. Then, you know, after those 3 days of getting to know each other and everything, the big question came out. James asked me if I'm gay. I told him I'm straight, and things start to get weird from there. He then starts leaving me on open. Literally the same day I told him I was straight, he left me on open for 10 hours. But I don't blame him, because he did say he was looking for a relationship on a podcast at the time.
Looking for love on a long-term, like, longevity.
But I would get these out of the blue snaps from him asking how am I doing or what are you doing, like out of nowhere, like for part 2. So just a little recap. So James would always text me just out of the blue, out of nowhere, "What are you doing?" or "How are you doing?" And it went on for like a while, for like a week. And then he just asked me openly, "Would you be willing to experiment?" I said no. He asked why, and I said because I don't feel comfortable doing something like that. Then he started questioning my decision, asking why, and he tried making me feel like it was okay. He sent me this.
"What are you worried for, though? It's not like anybody's actually there. Like, about to suck your or something."
So assuming you guys watched part 1 and part 2, this is part 3. This is a little recap. So I seen James Charles on the For You page comment on another guy's TikTok. So therefore I went and hit up the guy that he commented on. Now, me being the curious person I am, I asked him, "Is James Charles hitting on you too?" He responds with yes. And then I asked him, "Are you gay, straight, or bi?" He said he was straight like me. Now, what was crazy is the same day someone hit me up and asked me, "Is James Charles hitting on me?" Here's the screenshot. I take that back. He asked me, "Did James Charles hit you up too?" Notice it's August 26th. This is all around August. Now, I asked the guy, and he was straight. Now, we all ended up with the same stories. Like, he tries to make you feel like it's okay to try experimenting, which is wrong. Now, James one day ends up doing something really dumb. He sends me out of nowhere, out of context, out of the blue. Like for part 4.
When these videos started going viral, James clapped back and exposed the dude on Twitter. Social media apps should have stronger policies around spreading false information. It's actually insane how one person can fake a story or screenshot for clout, and people will believe it because it's entertaining. It's all fun and laughs until it happens to you. James had then responded to a fan saying this. Now, the guy said he was bi and wanted to experiment, but was scared because of his religion, so I told him that he shouldn't be. I never sent him a note, and then stopped talking to him when he told me he was straight a week later. He's upset because I unadded him a few days ago, lol. I confronted him a few nights ago and he sent me these and promised to delete them, and then 10 minutes later unsent it all. Luckily I screenshotted it all before he could. Here we can see James has said, "Your TikTok is actually pathetic. It's really embarrassing how desperate you are for clout. I added you and you told me you were bi but didn't know how to come out. We talked for a few days, then you said you were actually straight, so I left you alone. And then after months of not talking TikToking or Snapchatting, I unadded you a few days ago, and you get upset and try to expose me. For leaving you on open? Grow up, dude. I didn't say anything rude to you. I didn't expose you. I didn't out you. I literally removed you as a friend after we hadn't talked for 11 weeks. If you want to keep telling your story on TikTok, I promise that I have absolutely no problem shedding some light on what actually went down, so I recommend you cut the bullshit and let me move on from the non-existent relationship we had. Hussein responded, I didn't even read everything up there that you texted because I'm in wrong. My apologies. James replied, I'm not looking for friends. I told you that when we first started talking. When you told me you were straight, I left you alone. It is absolutely ridiculous to try and expose me for doing nothing. Just because you were angry, I unadded you. James, you don't need to explain yourself. We talked for a week in August. That was 6 months ago. You never did anything wrong. Hopefully everything goes good for you in your relationship life. It's not, because stupid shit like this happens to me constantly. We guys only care about my clout, not me as a person. Of course I care about you as a person. As soon as I got a notification that you DM'd me, I felt so bad and thought to myself, WTF am I doing? Like literally you did not do anything, and I don't want to put you in extra drama that you don't need. After James exposed Hussein deleted all the exposing videos about James and then weirdly enough re-uploaded them. People caught on pretty fast to what he had done, and he got a lot of backlash in the comments. Not you responding because it flopped. James Charles is just up front. He's looking for a boyfriend. If you're not interested, just say no. Say you're uncomfortable and block him. Please, it's not too late to delete it. Ali Mayo, homie, you got exposed on Twitter. Nah baby, this is embarrassing. So what's your point? Ali Mayo. So yeah, James is sitting back and letting karma do its job at the moment. He couldn't give two Fs about anyone else spreading fake rumours about him. Jeffree Star, on the other hand, seems to be uploading addressing my scandals videos every other week. Super awkward. After the drama that went down with Trish recently, where it was exposed that Jeffree and his crew were talking shit about Trisha and treating her terribly on a trip to Vegas last year, Jeffree ended up firing his hairstylist, who made horrific towards Trisha. Trisha also dropped her best friend Shane Dawson of 12 years and his fiancée because they stood by Jeffree's side over Trisha's, and essentially they let Jeffree treat her like crap. Now that everything's out in the open and Trisha's been on an exposing rampage, Jeffree's stuck with a few things like, oh dear, how should I drop Shane from my business collab with him? And how should I address the rumours about me shit-talking Trisha? Well, in Jeffree's recent upload, he'd basically said he wasn't going to talk about any more false rumours on his channel. But Jeffree, this wasn't a false rumour. In his description, he'd said, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Instead of talking about the millionth false rumour to hit the internet, I'm excited to unveil my custom one-of-a-kind pink Louis Vuitton monogram shoe trunk. Contrary to popular belief and slander, I don't money shame anyone, and we all know I've come from literally nothing. I created glitter and dirt and will always be grateful for how far I've come. So when I sarcastically asked Louis Vuitton if they'd let me be the first customer to ever change the monogram colour by request, I didn't expect them to respond. A few weeks went by and they said yes. So I got to design and create some of my dream Louis Vuitton pieces in my very own Jeffree Star baby pink with white monogram. Truly a piece of fashion history. So yeah, there's been rumours that Jeffree was going to drop Shane from their business collab on Jeffree Star Cosmetics and potentially in Shane's merch line. Jeffree had gone behind Shane's back, funnily enough, after Shane defended him no matter what and picked his side over Trisha, his bestie of 12 years. But however, Jeffree went behind Shane's back and he was saying things like how he was going to drop Shane. Lo and behold, currently on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics website, we can see huge discounts, and I mean massive, like 50% off discounts on all of Shane and Jeffree's makeup, similar to what Morphe did to Jeffree. Their iconic conspiracy palette that did over $1 million in sales when it was first released has been discounted to $31.20 from $52. Someone's trying to desperately get rid of stock? Wonder why. I think we all know the real reason Shane defended Jeffree, Mr. I'll drop you as soon as you're no longer convenient to me or making me money star. It was because Shane was making hella bank off his collab with Jeffree, and what did Trisha have to offer in his eyes? Very sad but very true. It's a shame, but Trisha's happier without him. She's honestly the happiest anyone's ever seen her in her whole YouTube career at the moment. James Charles is very happy too. Everyone's living happily ever after.